Mm-hmm. We good there. Oops, wrong app. Is it on home? Yes, it is right here. Okay, I believe we are live. One person watching, thank you. Okay. I think we're good to go. Oops, I forgot to modify the title. I keep forgetting. Back at it again! Exclamation mark. There is a. There we go. I'm gonna try and make my phone to. Well, I guess it doesn't matter on my phone. There is a there's a meme that has that in it. I'm not referencing that meme at all. I'm literally just back at the mundane task of masking. I'm gonna have to put this curtain. I'll be glad when I have my room rearranged, so I don't have to do this, but I like the light coming in. It's nice, but I'm gonna have to partially close the curtain so I can actually see my screen. How? How is that? Oh. Let's go to flow. 1, 2. There we go. There we go. It was good there. I should scoot over just a tidge. I can actually tilt you this way just a tidge because the background is dark. Let's tilt you down just a tidge too. There we go. Got the lovely Jima joining me, and I've got food with me too. I've got work today later on as well. I'm gonna excuse me, I'm gonna get a little bite to eat. Hopefully this is now a lot nicer, louder. I checked the other recording really briefly, and it sounded good at this higher volume level. It's nice to know that I can turn the volume up on here without introducing static. I think it might be the way that this microphone interfaces with the recorder. It has a special mount that it goes on top versus the normal XLR input, where we found that when I'm using my shotgun mic, I can get it to about 6 before we introduce a lot of static into the recording. I'll have to double check that though, because that might also be on the headphones themselves, plugged into the unit. I'll have to double check that, but I think it is, because that static changes as I alter the volume of the recording level, but people have mentioned that online. Which that makes me wonder, because people online were saying that the internal amplifier, which is when you adjust the volume for recording, they were saying that introduces static at higher volume levels, and so it makes me wonder why you would want the higher volume levels at all if you're going to introduce static, especially on a high-end $350 recorder. I can understand you might want it. I can understand you might want the higher volume levels so that you actually pick up certain sounds that are really far away, and then you try and edit out the static. And if it's not possible, oh well, that was your only chance of getting that recording. You know, like, not that I believe in monsters and stuff like that, but like a monster hunting TV show, you know, if it actually was a creepy sound and not something created by one of the crew, without the knowledge of the Monster Hunter, you might actually want your volume boosted up as high as can, so you can hear that quiet, spooky noise, even if they're static. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so I need to remember where I was and what I was doing and why. We need to view the tools for the polygon. Okay. I'm pretty sure everything fits, but I'm just going to do a test fit. So, first of all, if I line you up, doesn't need to be perfect. Zoom in a little bit more, get a little more fine control. I need to open up GIMP, which my computer restarted, so I'm hoping I didn't lose anything, because GIMP is one of the programs that doesn't have autosave. But I think I saved everything. Recent door. Now, the reason that I'm opening up GIMP is because... Oh, okay. Don't know why I'm speaking like that. But, because... Should it be darker there? I've been lining it up like this. So I need to be right more in my other program. Do I? Because looking at this, what I'm thinking is, what if I get rid of that smudgy on the top? But well, okay, let's go fit. Pick a different tool, F4. No! It's not perfect the way the light... Well, actually, no, it's not bad. Because you see how there's kind of a bit of a jaggedness to it. And then that, almost like a staircase. Kind of matches with that. It's not perfect, but nobody's going to notice. I keep hitting the escape key, thinking I'm in full screen mode and I need to escape. Which is not true at all. Try and line this up as best as possible. That actually looks really, really good. Whoops. Okay. I should, there we go. F4. No! There we go. Could be a little bit of tweaking to positioning, but I know if I brought my mom or stepdad in, they would say that it looks good. I just want to modify this one, because I feel like this needs to come down. What if... Oops, I need shift space. BLU blur. There's with no blur. There's with 2. What? No. I said 2. Ugh. That, if I do additive. Oh, yuck. Oh my goodness. Subtractive. So, blur just makes black marks around the edge. Okay, so... Goodbye, Monsieur Blur. blur plugin node. Actually, it's a node in here. If you're wondering what I'm eating, it's I don't think I might have the recipe on my Google site. I know I put it on my Facebook as a reply to somebody. It's basically like ramen, and you have beef, the beef ramen, but then I added a bunch of vegetables and actual beef to it, and it's amazing. Fact. See if Jima wants a bite of amazing. He probably doesn't. Nope. Kind of particular about what she eats. But loves some crackers. If I was to improve upon this, that would be a little bit lighter. Let's turn it off. It does match the grayness of here. Let's just say it's good enough and move on. If we go, fit. Yeah. The biggest thing I have to worry about is it jiggling around. Okay. Okay. Oops. Scoot you out of our way. Put you out of our way too. I've been working with the mask over here, haven't I? Okay, I need to remind myself what I was doing. I was expanding the mask to fill the areas that we need. In the spots up top where I don't need to worry so much about being precise. I'm not trying to keep something in. Okay, first piece of beef. Or if I've already had one, I missed it. Okay, I'm going to take one more bite, put this down for a couple of minutes, and do some masking, and then go back to eating for a bit, and kind of alternate. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this is kind of why I kind of sort of stopped trying to work on my projects while I'm eating. It's because I realized I'm kind of sort of doing one or the other. I can be looking and thinking about it, but my hands aren't at the computer actually doing work while I'm eating. So I stopped working while I'm eating and started just watching YouTube videos while I'm eating, because it's a good time to two things at once, and I can easily catch up on all the latest videos from my favorite YouTubers. Or some of the old ones. Because trust me, there are a lot of YouTube channels where, like, a couple of times this year I want to sit down on a day when I don't work, don't have anything else going on, and just binge watch their YouTube channel and catch up on all the stuff that I've missed. It's so puts a lot of weight on, and kind of actually a little bit depressing when I think about, oh, here's a new channel I just discovered that I really like. And they've been going for 5 years. Oh boy. Catch up time. I haven't even caught up on my other YouTube channels that I like. Oh no, I'm swimming in YouTube. So currently I've just been kind of watching the new stuff and whatever YouTube suggests to me. It's good. It's great. But when this project is done, then I'll feel okay with doing some binge time. Especially once I get my schedule running better. Because I'm planning, like I said before, two videos a month. but there might be possibly more. You know, if I find time to do it, if I feel like it, especially during gaming month, because those videos are a lot easier to do. I can even do a lot of them as, you know, live streams. Which, for some of that stuff, what I want is a capture card that is capable of VGA and HDMI. HDMI would be really useful for capturing from my camera. Then I could use my camera as a really nice webcam. And then a VGA for capturing from my old Windows 98 computer. Because I did a test sometime early last year, or maybe 2 years ago. But I installed the screen capture software. Back then I was using Hypercam. So I installed that and attempted to screen capture Star Wars DroidWorks, which didn't work at all. But, yeah. Goodness. Goodness. You know, I just had the thought, I can look this up easily, and I probably will later on, but I wonder where goodness came from, like, oh, goodness. Because goodness also means something really good, like the warm, yummy goodness of a cinnamon roll. But then also, oh, goodness. Mercy me, I can't believe that happened to you. There's some good old-fashioned 18th century language. I don't know when that trended out, but yeah. Now I forget what he said, but I know 1959 used it too, a little bit, because it was something like the fireman in Santa Claus 1959, or Mexican Santa Claus, says something like, oh, mercy, this is a 5-alarm fire. Better let me have that address, sir. You can go see that scene in my video I did on Santa Claus, which I meant to do another video on Santa Claus, because that video doesn't do Santa Claus justice. I just didn't get it done. Christmas didn't kind of feel like it. The furthest I got done on that video was downloading Santa Claus from YouTube. Yeah, so. Which is not pirating, because Santa Claus is public domain. It should be. But then my one video has a copyright content. I guess it's not a strike, it's just it has copyright content in it. It's a notice. I recently found that strikes come if you repeal the copyright content, and they say no, and then you appeal again, and they still say no. Yeah, okay. Really get to work, dude. What was I doing here? I was... I need to just bring my door in for a second here, just to find out where my mark is. Because it's going to be right about there. There's my corner. Okay, yeah, so... So, I'm saying as long as I'm past that dark gray area, I should be good. So, I'm just moving... questionable. Okay. Yeah, that gave me plenty of room there. So wait. Just gonna scoot you over. That should be good. That should be good. We're good there. Okay, we're good there. Ooh, there's 2 nodes there. I didn't notice. A little bit questionable there, but that should be good. Oh, right, we were also being on your timeline so that we can copy and paste nodes as we go along, which makes things a lot faster. Oh. Let's select both of these nodes. And just drag you over and up a bit. Okay, that one would look good for the top. Wait, why am I... You know what I just realized? I just realized this is ballooned out farther, and it's perfect for that. That will be good, yeah. But I didn't originally have that ballooned out, so I somehow have ended up in the middle of... Could have been a computer restarting. So I have somehow ended up in the middle of my... somehow ended up in the middle of my mask job when... I'm not going to copy if I just have to modify one point. But, so I somehow ended up in the middle, and so from here on, should be good. Now, this is where if I was doing, specifically masking something, I do have to watch kind of this edge right here. If this edge changes a lot, and then like all of a sudden you have a piece of hair and then you don't, I just have to be really careful in watching that edge there. I think we can get away with it as long as it changes when the angle slightly changes, because as you can see here, as we're going backwards this way, we're seeing less of the right side of her head. That is eBay suggesting me something. That's... Oh, we need to definitely make some... Okay, so we haven't modified up here, so we need to go forward a bunch. Find out, because I missed modifying up here. That's one thing I kind of sort of don't like about the eBay app, is it uses that sound for almost everything. Like, if you sell an item, it makes a cash register sound, which is cool. Whoops. If, I think if you, an item, like you win an auction, it makes that sound too, I think. But for everything else, it's just that sound. So it's like, oh dude, this seller has responded to me about my question about his item. Ah, no, it's just suggesting an item that I might like. Dang it. So, yeah. It's a nice sound. The first time that I ever heard that sound, I was like, ooh, that's a really cool sound. I think, like, everybody that was there with me at that moment, they all agreed that, oh, wow. They all agreed it was a good sound. Like, a fun and exciting sound. Oh, joy. I'm gonna love this. Okay. Whoops. Let's drag these points over here too, so that we have... I'm pretty sure that that upper area is good. Let's get in just a smidge closer. Copy value. Whoops. Paste points. Slash what? But why? Look. Probably copying the value from the wrong place. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it did that. Damn it. I love you, sweetie. Gotta let my girl know that I love her. Which is cuteness in frame. There we go. Cuteness is now in frame. She really is cute and sweet and relatively smart too. I know there's intelligence locked away in your brain, Jima. But there's just... cockatiels are more of a perch potato. They like to kind of sit around and maybe nibble on stuff. They're not super active like other birds are. So I feel like there is a lot of smart potential locked away inside of her brain. And, well, it's there. But we just don't see as much of it because she's kind of sitting around not completely using it, which that's not a bad thing. That's just kind of a specific reason that I chose cockatiels, is I wanted to try a bird that was a little bit less active than parakeets. Because they're very active. I could even tell that in the pet store when I was looking around at them, which I didn't get her from the pet store. There's a video. You can see her and her friend that I got. I'm pretty sure I did a video on them on my channel. I hope I did. I mean, there's a video of when Melon flew away. I miss you, Melon, and I'm sorry. You know, I'm pretty sure Melon doesn't hold anything against me up there in heaven. But I just had to wonder right now, like, what was Melon's thought when she flew away? Not like, what was she thinking? I think something maybe just spooked her and she kind of flew off. At first I thought that Jima had pecked her, but after I reviewed the footage, nope, they didn't get into an argument. This just makes me sad. But so I'm... Get my thoughts together and get back to work. I'm just wondering, when she flew away, did she have any sort of thought of, oh, that thing scared me. Oh, now I'm not in the cage anymore. I don't know where I am. I'm completely lost. Why did he leave the cage open? Did she have any resentment towards me? That's what I'm saying. Because trust me, animals can have resentment towards owners. They can have bad experiences with people. It's real. Okay. So we finished the bottom. I'm just going to actually tug this up just a tidge. That looks good enough. Now we'll work on the top. Drag this over, but we should redo these curves. Pull this over a bit like that. Have I given myself enough clearance on... I'm just going to do this. Give myself clearance both areas. There we go. Okay. Copy value. And paste. No. I'm going to try a double paste. Oh, so it just takes double paste. That will save a little bit of time in the future. I don't know why it's not pasting over. Save my work. Take another bite of food. I don't know if I should worry or not. Like, if my computer's not updating or something, maybe it did paste, but the display's not updating. I'm not going to click on that. I want to see if there's a show domain of definition. I don't know what that is. There's like, I'm surrounded by tools in here that I have no idea what they do. I could probably guess. Let me take a bite. Mm. 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 2 people watching. Hey, guys. Alright, well. I have watched enough... I've watched enough special effects tutorials that, you know, I'm at the point where I can say, oh, there's a new film rate tutorial about this special effect. Well, this is how I would go about doing it. Let's see how they went about doing it. I'm at that point, which it's kind of cool to be at. Because there are still a lot of special effects tutorials. It's good to have tutorials. Some people kind of need step-by-step. They're not as good at figuring things out. And it's nice to get ideas. You might want to do a particular shot, particular way that a film did it, and so they kind of sort of show you how they did it, which is cool. But knowing, with special effects, a big thing is just knowing the basics. Once you know the basic tools and stuff, know about your, know about masking, know about motion tracking, particle effects. Once you know a lot of the basics of different tools and things, then you can start to figure out yourself how you did it. Then someone needs to basically describe instead of, and now you want to click on this button right here, and then click, and click here, and click here, and drag around your thing until you have the shape. Once you know that, then later on someone can say, so you want to mask out this section right here. And you'll know, okay, I already know all the steps to mask that out. I'll go do that. And then come back to the tutorial and follow the next step. So I'm at that point. I'd like to raise this up just a tidge. Oh, goodness. I have to realize that I am cutting into my shoulder. Which, right there, isn't super bad. Wait, I tried to do Control V, but that wasn't working, so I hope I didn't do anything. Make sure under Flow, that looks the same as it did before. Use the standard OS file required. Interesting. So what that tip is talking about is, like, if I go right here, you see this right here, this open file? Say for whatever reason I didn't like it, and I wanted to use the one that Windows has built in, I could do that. I'm not worried about that. I don't mind this one. It doesn't, I don't think it has all of the shortcuts that I normally would use, but I don't mind it. Clean up after Jima. There should. Give me one sec, guys. There should. Huh. Where is it? One second, guys. I am looking for a tissue box. Oh, there it is. And I have in here for blowing my nose when I'm sick and for cleaning up after Jima. I'm also going to put my buds in and listen to a little bit of music. Because I feel like it. Okay. Oh, I love these buds. I also have to make sure that, yes. Just cover it up. Just making sure that Mr. Kitty is nearby. So if Jima pecks my earbuds, I can tell her no by showing her the thing she's scared of the most. Yeah. I know you don't like seeing Mr. Kitty. I know you don't like punishment, Jima, but I don't like punishment either. So, yeah. Still two people watching, lovely. If you guys want to leave comments, go ahead. Let's do... Oh. That's what happens when you pick my earbuds. Mr. Kitty shows up. Never mind, I've already shown Spotify in this quite a bit, so I'm not going to black the screen. I'm just going to go find the music that I want and be happy with it. And if Spotify complains, we can somehow visually remove this segment. If you guys really get enough likes on this video... If Spotify says we don't want our interface in your video, and this video gets 50 likes, then I will, what's the word? You. Then I will edit them out. Edit out the sections with this. Let's do... I was gonna do, what's the name of Monsters and Men, but why not do Imagine Dragons? I like their music, but I truthfully haven't listened to it a lot. Like, when I discovered them, that was back before I was active on Spotify, so I really only knew of, like, a few songs by them. I maybe listened to one other song on YouTube. It's like, that's a good song, and I wouldn't listen to any other songs by the band. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's not the right way to go. There's a lot of good music with the band. I'll constantly be like, ooh, I like this song. Who's it by? Oh, well, no wonder. I like their other song. So, yeah. One thing I don't like is sometimes the music is a little bit tricky to understand. So especially when you're working on projects like this, I lean towards listening to music that I'm already familiar with instead of music that I haven't heard before. Because I already know it. I basically know what they're saying. I'm not kind of sort of trying to listen to it and figure out what they're saying and if it's clean music or not, or if I agree with their opinion, while at the same time doing this. Like, my brain's happy to have stimulus coming in my ears. But when I was talking to you just now about the music thing, I completely missed what they said. Which is fine. They are, they're clean. I think. One of the guys is announcing he supports gay people, but isn't gay. So I don't know how that's going to affect my relationship with this band for their future releases. Oh. Hey, yeah, Mr. Kitty's gone now, but he'll come back if you peck my earbuds again. We're so much closer to that space of emptiness. This is very interesting. One thing that I found with most bands is they have a very similar sound to their entire album. And it's like, and each album might be a little bit different. It might be like, listening to the song, you might recognize it's that one group, and then, if you never heard it before. And then you might also recognize it's probably from the one album that this other song is from. Whoops. But this group here seems like they have two tones for this album. I want to make sure of something. Advertisement. I'm going to come back to this in just a second. Here we go. I'm looking for, yep, there's Monster. I'm looking for... Oh, no wonder why this is different. It's literally a different album. I was thinking I was in this one. It shows how much I know their albums. Wow, they've done 3 albums. That's cool. I hate it when I like this artist. I'm going to listen to everything else that they do. Oh, this was so awesome. More, please. More new songs. Ah, I reached the end of it. I'm going to switch to what I'm used to. Oh, here it is, yeah. It's like this album has a specific feel to it. They set their expectations for me with the, It's Time, Demons, were the ones that I really heard back then. But then also, Monster. And then I hear On Top of the World, and I'm like, what? This is Imagine Dragons? That's different. That is way different. Or like, Fun. Awesome sounding band, but they're not appropriate, sadly. But their song, One Foot. When I first heard it, I'm like, what? This is Fun. This doesn't really sound like Fun. It's so different. It's like this heavy rock, pop-ish, I don't know my music terms very well, sound to Fun. With their songs like, Carry On and Some Nights. And even Tonight We Are Young, which is not a very good song, by the way, appropriate. And they have this tone, and then all of a sudden, 1 foot. It goes from this somewhat heavy rock, nice sound to Happy Island steel drum sound, if I remember correctly. That song's a blur, and I'm kind of glad that it is, because sounds awesome, but the words aren't very appropriate. They don't agree with my views. Which, I'm just going to say right now, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as Mormons. I've said that before, saying it again. So that should give you an idea of my views. But if you guys want me to elaborate right now or in another video, I think there's a Let's Talk About Music. You can go watch that. Or you can leave a comment below and then I'll talk about it in this video right now if you ask more. But you guys have to comment. The 2 watching right now. And if you can't comment, well then I'm kind of sorry that you can't comment. And you might like to. But I understand some people, like, I have one fan who, I don't think she's subscribed to me on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel that's really old and has 1 video. And that's it. So I don't know what the case is. Maybe she just forgot her login and hasn't created a new one since. I don't know. But I know she watches, and we've talked on Facebook. So I know that she watches, but she can't comment because doesn't have a YouTube active. Did I seriously just modify 2 of them? Huh. Huh. The city never sleeps tonight. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. There we go. It's been a long time since I've heard this song. But this was a song that was so good when I heard it on the radio that I went out and pirated it. Which, by the way, guys, I don't pirate music anymore. To me, it's wrong. Even if we're talking big-time companies. A lot of people say, oh, that big, huge record company or video game company, whatever, makes millions of dollars. And so pirating off of them won't hurt. Yes, it will hurt if I pirate off of the small-time person that's not actually making millions of dollars. They're just themselves in their garage with a couple of friends playing music, trying to make their way. But it won't hurt Katy Perry. But it's still wrong to steal. Because that is stealing. Well, it kind of depends. Because interestingly enough, one of my friends believes that pirating isn't wrong, except for it is wrong to disobey the law, and the law says we're not allowed to pirate. So pirating's wrong. But only because the law says. Now don't you understand? Excuse me. This house doesn't burn slowly. I need to see if one of my best friends, likes Imagine Dragons. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? begin is in it. Oh, yeah. Huh. Still a little bit. I wonder why it does that. Still a little bit of wobble between the two, but oh, goodness. This needs to be fixed. Fold in the sand, see are all made of gold. When the game's all, and the ones who are the worst of all, and the last ones still hide the truth. I wanna shelter you, but there's the beast inside. Nowhere where we can hide. No matter what we breed, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. This calling so loud of all. Let the lights fade out. All the sinners crawl. They dug your grave. Masquerade. Calling out at the mess you've made. I wanna hunt you down, but I am hellbound. Oh, this is all for you. Don't wanna hide the truth. No matter what we breed, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. Get too close, it's dark inside. It's where my demons. I need to let you go. The eyes they shine so bright. I gotta save that light. I can't escape this now unless you show me how. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Here we go, On Top of the World. That one song where it's like, what? This is Imagine Dragons? It's more of a light, happy, whistly, clappy song than it is all of their other songs with that nice, usual guitar and the very strong dominant beat. There's a beat in the background, but it's specifically in the background. No cymbals in this too. It's good, but at the same time different. Not again. Get in, but don't look down. I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Waiting on this for a while now. Playing my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, hey. Been waving in for a while, hey. Taking with me if I can. Dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. This is a song where I don't really know the, I don't really know the lyrics. but don't look down. Top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Waiting on this for a while now. Loving my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, hey. Been holding in for a while, hey. Waking with me if I can. Dreaming of this way down, but you hit the ground. Get up now. Get up. Amsterdam. Okay, I think that's good. There we go. Are we back? Are we actually back? Whoops. Not quite. Quality is lacking. Could just be what I'm viewing it at, too. Let me set the quality to HD. Okay, that looks better. Yeah. I think we are back. Oops. Okay, okay, I think we got it back up and fixed. I hope. Nope. What? Come on.